picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
In there, and it's 0-1. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And we'll have to leave it there. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Coming to the plate now number 17 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Inciarte at the track. On the warning track, he makes the... Standing in, number 17.
Leading off for the Yankees,
on his line so far
the second baseman.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category. Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Runner's on his way to third.
All right, he's up. You're up.
Swanson is there. He's got it 1 away. Striding in once again, Mark Tauchman. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. 1 out and a runner on second base. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll dive back in. Runner goes for third.
Come on, you got it. Come on.
Ball 4, the throw.
It does look semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Ripped down the first base line to second for 1. Relay to Freddie, double play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We're through 6 full. Atlanta leads it 6-4. Into the box now, Austin Riley.
Leading off for the Braves, the third baseman, number 27.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Striding in, number 17.
Leading off
2 for 3
Yankees,
with a double on his line
the
so
second
far.
baseman,
even though we're
number
moving into
17.
the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that.
Let's go,
right
beat it
now.
out. Come on.
Hit hard on the ground to second, but that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. It
next
was
to
a
the Yankees,
flyout for him in his
the
last
catcher,
trip.
Chance Sisco.
The 3-1. And there he goes towards second. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
The center fielder.
So stepping in, Mike Tauchman is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Runner back safely. First and second here with nobody out. And a double steal try here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bonifacio is there.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. And their runners at the corners now. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is low, ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Little chopper back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no error.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
7-5 how today's comes to
the
an end.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon
from the third inning
for the victorious Atlanta Braves.
Max Fried
7
earned
runs
his
on
9th
13
win of the year.
hits. No
Jordan
errors.
Montgomery
They left 8
permitted
men on
6
base.
earned runs to come across in the losing effort.
Time of the ball
Sean
game,
Newcomb
3
earns the
hours
save
and
out of the
24
bullpen,
minutes.
his 37th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark
joining us
DeRosa,
here
Dan
this
Plesac,
afternoon.
Heidi Watney, and
we
our
remind
entire
you to
crew. I'm
please
Matt
drive
Vasgersian.
home
You've been watching
safely.
MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Summertime by the Bay. We're at Oracle Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. Interleague baseball comes your way next.
Let's play ball.
Now at the plate, David Koo, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Stepping up to the plate, number 17. Watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Line drive to left. Number 5 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Digging in, number 17. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Shaw moving to his left. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. David Koo.
The catcher,
he got
number
on top
13.
of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Koo.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. Stepping up now number 17.
Number
2
17
on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, and that's home run number 48 on the year. And it's now a 5-2 game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
So coming to the plate,
Now
number
batting.
17.
Number
He's coming
17.
off a solo homer in his previous trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. There's one. Oh, look at the sliding start. Just late. He's safe. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher.
Runners on
Dan
first with 1 down.
Cisco.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Now batting, Aaron.
Now a throw over.
Good.
And he'll dive back in safely. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. This is on the ground.
Move it.
And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Giants used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Madison Bumgarner earns win number 7 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is
Our
Matt
final line
Vasgersian.
score
You've been
tonight.
watching MLB
First
The Show.
for the victorious
find
Giants,
us on Twitter
7
at
runs on
MLB
15
The Show.
hits. No errors. They left 16 men on base.
Inside Oracle Park, the home of the
And
Giants,
now,
as we're ready for
your
baseball. Into the box now, number 22.
Batting
hitting
second.
just a bit over the
second
Mendoza
baseman,
line on the
number
year.
22.
Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Travis Shaw has in store. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great.
Standing in, number 17. Watch is
Batting
fully
seven.
in effect these
The
days
second
as
baseman.
he's potentially
Number
closing in on
17.
a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Winning the Triple Crown is really magical. Think about it. How many guys can hit for power, hit for average?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead this one 1-0. So one gone here in the San Francisco third, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Andrew Suarez. The 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second, right to him. And that's the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Javier Baez. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got 5 base hits in 24 at-bats. And additionally, he's gone down on strikes 13 times. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So digging in now, number 17. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Baez ranging to his right, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first. Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 5.
Leading up for the
Giants. Hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He's got it. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. At the plate, number 17. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The second baseman, number 17.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give us a...
Now batting, Richie Ortiz.
The first baseman,
will swing it
number
from
8.
the left side right here.
Richie
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
On the ground to the left side. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Now batting, number 2.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Plate, number 17. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out
number
once.
17.
Now here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. Stewart is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Next to bat for the Giants, number 12.
Now batting.
And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Last strike here for the Giants. Runs up and gets this one down. Voit is there, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
4-2 the final score today. The New York Yankees rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Luis Severino picks up his team leading 13th win. Tommy